Hey, and welcome back to Clean Air on Air, the weekly news roundup brought to you by the Clean Air Action Fund. This week we're talking about the Pennsylvania primaries, companies selling off their greenhouse gas emissions, and abandoned wells. Let's get into it. The Pennsylvania primaries are 5 days away. Here's a brief list to get you ready. Make sure you are registered to vote. You can check your registration status through the Pennsylvania Voter Services, which is linked in our bio. While it's too late to register for this primary, make sure you're registered for the November general election. Make sure you have a plan in place to vote and know where your polling place is. Finally, research the candidates, just so you know who you're voting for. The Clean Air Action Fund has endorsed Josh Shapiro for Pennsylvania governor and Greg Vitale for state representative for District 166. All voting resources and where to find your polling place are linked in our bio. The New York Times reports that many of the largest energy companies are expected to sell off more than $100 billion of oil fields and other polluting assets in an effort to cut their emissions and make progress toward their corporate climate goals. But it's not what it seems. These corporations want to transfer their emissions to a different firm who might not have the intention of cleaning or cutting up emissions. This raises the question and concern that the assets will continue to pollute at a greater rate and away from the public eye and hinders the cleanup of the fossil fuel infrastructure. The Pennsylvania Grade Crude Oil Coalition, an industry lobbying group, is opposing proposals to increase the rates that oil and gas companies have to set aside to plug orphan wells that leak climate-warming methane. Their resistance could threaten Pennsylvania's ability to receive federal money to plug the wells. Pennsylvania could receive up to $411 million over 10 years under the federal legislation. Abandoned oil and gas wells constitute the 10th largest source of human-caused methane emissions in the United States, and there are an estimated 300,000 to 500,000 unplugged wells in Pennsylvania. If Pennsylvania doesn't receive the federal funding, it could jeopardize its ability to properly clean up abandoned and leaking wells. My name is Leanna McNew, and I'm signing off for Clean Air on Air. I'll see you all next week.